raging. It was fun, cause it was like we spent like almost the entire day in gym, and like me and him were just going to like the stairwell, like cause there's 4 stairwells in the gym. We just hang out in there with the door closed. Like that was how we spent most of the year actually. Whenever we were in gym. Okay, I'm getting off topic though. So it all starts on the first day. You know, it's pretty unlikely we're gonna have a class together. All of a sudden, whoa! I walk into the classroom, he's just sitting right there. Oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle. There's already 2 chats. I'm trying to tell a story over here. It's Junior. Why is the first message he said TF? The stream, like, it's probably because I was going.
Well, there's 2 people watching this stream now.
There's
That's kind
2
of
people
weird.
watching the stream and 2 chats. Okay, now. But, anyways, I see him in the class. You know, we sit together and stuff. Everything's going well. Then, on like the second day, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that paper of things that happened just today. So when I get to that, you know, I already drew half the drawings in school too. But yeah, I'll be right back. All right.
Oh yeah,
Back to the story.
when you tell the story, I'm gonna mute my mic. Well, I'm gonna mute my mic in a little bit, like, as in a little bit. I mean, not right now. So there's
Well,
there's
no,
not like
don't.
a back.
Why would,
Well, I don't want like a background noise unless you're
well,
fine with it.
you can just do like SpongeBob music or something, like you did in that sick video that you could barely hear.
I'm trying to race right now. I don't really feel like. I mean, I
Get
could.
off,
Fine, yeah, I'll play some SpongeBob music. But
and
like,
I'm gonna go make sure the music's gonna be at the perfect volume.
yeah,
Or volume.
we gotta do some audio mixing for Anim short F short. Hold on.
That's how we do it with reactions too, you know. I have to go on the Twitch stream and sit there for 30 minutes trying to figure out what volume to do. Hers, love on the line, call now. Advertisement.
That's like the whole point of the song. It's like a certain thing, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
I feel like the audio is good. Go ahead and pull up that little SpongeBob music.
Well, what kind of SpongeBob music
Depends.
are we feeling like whimsical, or are we feeling like dramatic or like crazy?
Just do regular, like neutral background music.
Oh, okay. Hold on. This is not
That's
SpongeBob
not
music.
neutral background music. Wait. Alright, so, I'm making sure the audio is good. Okay. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna keep doing this audio mixing thing where there's not stuff over it. Applebee's, 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 Applebee's. As long as it doesn't get any louder, we're good. But anyways, back to the story. I'm gonna get the piece of paper out. Cause there's a bunch of... Alright, the first instance was when my good old buddy Zachary was raising his hand for a question, but he wasn't raising his hand high enough to where the teacher could see his hand, okay? Because there was a person sitting in front of him that was kind of tall, and by kind of tall, I mean he was just trying to be buff for a little bit. So I help him lift his arm, you know, higher into the air, as in, I grab his arm and lift it into the air, and the teacher doesn't like that. The teacher sees that, and she's like, okay, well, Ethan, what's the answer? If you want to raise Zachary's hand for him. And I didn't know the answer. You know why? Because I wasn't raising my hand. It's not my fault Zachary doesn't know how to raise his goddamn hand. Wait. You know why? Because I wasn't raising my hand. It's not my fault Zachary. Turn off the music.
Now I can lock in.
I'll just add the music after. Also, I'm gonna tell that bit of the story again.
Then I'll turn my mic off.
Well, you can keep the microphone on. It's just like.
Yeah, well, is the background noise any bad? Cause like usually it's kind of like I don't really like it. It doesn't make it. It makes it feel like. Cause like usually it's kind of like I don't really like it. It doesn't make it. It makes.
Oh God. We're gonna end up getting into one of those beeping things in a second. Okay. But the first incident with this scallywag of a teacher was, it was one of the first 5 days of school. And how do I know that? Why'd I do that? Oh my God. I don't know how to tell a story anymore. I take too long of breaks between making videos.
I do that same thing too. I'll just like, so this happened on the first 7 days of school. I don't know, you know, the reason, and then just give up.
Yeah. And plus, I've been feeling memory loss all day today. Probably because I haven't been. I only ate like 2 things yesterday, and they were at the same time. But anyway. The first part of the story starts in the first week of school, when my good old buddy Zachary knows the answer to a question the teacher asked, but he's not raising his hand high enough to be seen over the pretty tall person in front of us. And by tall, I mean the guy was just pretending to be buff. He was sitting there with his chest out, you know, wearing a big old giant, you know, fluffy hair on the top of the head, you know, like he pretending. Anyways, so you couldn't see his hand over the scallywag ahead of us. So what do? I decide to be a good Samaritan and lift his hand up a little higher for him, and then the teacher sees that, and she doesn't like it very much. She's like, oh, well, Ethan, if you want to raise Zachary's hand for him, why don't you tell me the answer? And I didn't know the answer. You know why I didn't know the answer? Because I wasn't raising my hand. I didn't know the answer. That's why I wasn't raising my hand. But the teacher wants to be smart, you know, oh, you know, I'm trying to be helpful for the first time in my entire life. And then all of a sudden, whoopsie daisy, it's an issue. No, I get where I might have looked like I was raising his hand for him, but you know, still. Anyways, incident number 2. And that's too much like Bruce, too. I'm gonna have to think of a second incident, too. Because I know, I don't want to just jump into, like, today. I guess I'll just do more off of the me and Zachary stuff. But almost every day after that, too, anytime me and Zachary are even having a little bit of a conversation, the teacher's like, Ethan, do I need to move you? Or Ethan and Zachary, do I need to move you guys apart? Meanwhile, everybody else in the classroom is having casual conversation. We're not any louder. Maybe it's because I'm moving my hands around a little bit more than everybody else. I don't know. But to the teacher, that's the only issue. You know, I don't know. Like, it's not distracting anybody. Everybody else is just sitting there doing their little stupid old worksheets, you know, it's not like we're being a distraction. And the teacher's just got a problem with it for some reason, even though there's people right next to us who are having a conversation way louder than our conversation. So I don't know, man. And, I know there's a few more specific incidents that I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna try to look back in my mind for... We have, the incident where something happened. This guy. Wait. Oh yeah. And not only that, the teachers routinely come up to my desk as if I'm some sort of special kid, asking me specifically if I've got my work done, as if I wasn't gonna have my work done. So whenever I put my pencil down, the teachers are hovering over me like it's a search and rescue mission. You know, talking about, have you done your work yet, Ethan? Are you finished yet, Ethan? Do you have the answer yet, Ethan? Do you know how to breathe, Ethan? Yes! That's why I put my pencil down! 'Cause I'm finished! Like, okay, I might be a little bit insane, but I finish, you know, it's not like... And plus, after the first 20 times you seeing that I finished the work before I put my pencil down, you'd think, oh, you know, maybe they get it at some point. They get it, that I'm doing the work. You know, you see me writing stuff down, then putting my pencil down. Oh, Ethan, you didn't do your work, did you? I hold up my paper, look! Look! That's exactly what you wrote on the board. Oh, but you didn't write the white background. Who cares about the white background? I didn't know I had to write every detail on the page. I didn't know I had to write the copyright information. Sorry. Oh, it's making me mad just thinking about it. But yeah, whenever something happens around me, the teacher will assume it's me too. There's this other guy, like, he's one of my friends, but he thought I wasn't there a few days ago, 'cause I came into class late. So when I walked into class, he just kept going, motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. And then the teacher looks at me and he says, Ethan, 20 push-ups. I'm like, what the heck? It's not a he, it's a she. She says, Ethan, 20 push-ups. Or no, sorry, I have to do make it fit into the story. Adam, 20 push-ups. What do you mean 20 push-ups? It wasn't me. It was Gabe who said that, not me.
20 push-ups.
Neither of us ended up doing push-ups. But still, what do you mean 20 push-ups? Adam, I just walked into the classroom. You know, you think that I just walk into a classroom and then start shouting, motherfucker! Like, no. Okay? At this point, it's just on purpose. And now, since that was only like a few days ago, I might just jump into today's incidents if I can read them off this piece of paper. 6 people are watching the stream. Maybe I should start uploading these to this channel. I'm gonna have to use the iPad Lite just to be able to... Oh god, it's on the wrong side. It's actual information. The incidents. Finding the... Oh god! Today, it really made me mad. Because, alright, on Friday we started this little lab experiment, because you know it's biology. But it was where we put gummy bears in, like, distilled water, and, salt water, and sugar water. And we were supposed to write down, you know, the outcome, you know, typical, you know, science lab project. But I couldn't find my paper. And you know why I couldn't find my paper? Because it was upside down in my stack of papers. That sounds like a dumb excuse, but the front of the paper is really distinct. You know, it's really easy to tell that paper. You can see it from a mile away. Hell, you can see it from outer space. But you know, the back of the paper just looks like any other paper. So I'm looking for my paper. You know, I can't find it because I haven't seen the back of the paper yet. And, you know, I can't find the paper. The teacher comes up to me, and... she says, Ethan, why don't you have your paper out? What the heck are you doing? You know, 'cause typical, you know, it's an issue whenever I don't have my paper out, but when the people next to me are asleep, you know, that's not an issue. But anyways, I'm like, oh, I can't find my paper. And then she pulls the paper out, somehow with a magic touch, finds the paper instantly, and she's like, oh, how was I able to find the paper that quick, Ethan? Do I need to make a phone call home? That's actually what you said. Do I need to make a phone call home? Do you need to make a phone call home? Fine, do it. I don't care. Make a phone call home. Tell them that I couldn't find my paper because the back of the paper looks the same as every other paper. Like, it's not like I'm doing something crazy. It's not like I'm asleep, okay? I don't have my head down. You know, I'm like... oh my god. Like, it's a simple thing. Someone not being able to find a paper isn't like something to write home about. You know? No. Also, Junior just left. It's a sad moment in history. But no. Well, yeah. But she actually said, do I need to make a phone call home? And I don't get that. I don't get why, like, I can't find my paper. It's not like, oh my god. Let me read this, this other paper. Pencil talk. The worst thing is I remember what this is, too. Alright. Pencil talk. Oh god. Jasmine's spam liking my reels on Instagram. What the hell's going on? Anyways, pencil talk. So I finally get back in a good mood a little while later. You know, I'm not even mad anymore. I still kind of am, but not really. And me and Zachary got split into different groups, but his group's right next to mine. So I asked him for something. I don't know. I think it might have been a pencil or something. Even though I had 3 pencils, you know, I just feel like asking for. Actually, no. I asked for a ruler. Yeah, I was asking for a ruler. So I asked him for a ruler, and he says, "What do you need the ruler for?" And I said, "Just give me a ruler. You know, it's a. Who cares what I need it for? It's a ruler. Because you're supposed to measure like the length and stuff of the gummy bear after you take it out of the water, which was, you know, 3 days later." But yeah, I needed a ruler. He's not gonna give me the ruler. So we start, you know, I said something about a pencil. I don't even know. I don't remember. Okay, I'm so mad that I can't even think straight. Okay, so I don't remember. I want to try to retell that part. Okay, but no. Eventually I start talking about pencils, and the teacher says we should stop talking, which makes sense. Okay, at that point, it does make sense. You know, because we're talking, you know, we're not talking loud, because he's still right next to me. I'm not like talking to the point where anybody except the teacher with the buffalo horn held up to her ear can hear me. But, you know, I turn around, and then Zachary starts conversing just a wee bit louder with this other guy next to him named Sebastian, which is where that whole USSR thing came from. But they start talking a little louder than we were talking earlier. Then the teacher says nothing. The teacher looks right at him, says nothing. Like, you know, I'm the problem. You know, I don't like my first period teacher. My first period teacher doesn't like me. That class has 2 teachers, by the way. The second teacher, you know, is actually the kind of teacher, you know, that actually does, you know, the attitude teacher's supposed to have, just neutral on all the students. But no. This is the other teacher, you know. Should I retell that entire story? Because I feel like I stuttered through the entire thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to, like, start it off with an intro like I'd actually have. Jasmine says... No, not right now, Jasmine. I need to tell this story. Even though she can't even, like, hear me right now because she's messaging me on Instagram. Alright. So this is a story about my first period teacher that I have right now. Most people, when they're talking about a teacher like this, they're talking about something that happened 15 years ago. But no, I'm talking about something that happened just earlier today, less than 8 hours ago. It was more than 8 hours ago, it was like 12 hours ago, but who cares? The point is, this is about my first period teacher who doesn't like me, and I don't like her. Alright. So, what am I gonna call her for this story? I'll call her, Miss Triple Truck Challenge. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice little name. Anyway, so Miss Triple Truck Challenge isn't really a big fan of me. Now, it all started on the first week of school when I was sitting with my best buddy, Zachary, and the teacher asked a question, and he knew the answer to the question. He raised his hand. But the thing about Zachary is, whenever he raises his hand, he raises it like a little pipsqueak, like he can't even hold up the weight of his own arm. He raises his hand a whole half inch above his shoulder, So I raise his hand up a little bit more, I tell him, hey, get some pep in your elbow step. Come on, move your hand up. And then I help him move his hand up, he raises his hand higher. And the teacher looks at that, and instead of calling on Zachary, she's like, oh, Anna, you want to raise Zachary's hand for him? Why don't you answer the question? You know the answer to the question. Except I don't know the answer to the question. I didn't raise my hand. I'm helping Zachary raise his hand. I'm not raising my hand. What are you asking me for? So I don't say anything, and then the whole class is looking at me. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm just helping out, And the teacher painted the picture as if I was forcefully grabbing his hand, throwing it up in the air, like it's some sort of punishment or something. Like, no, I just helped him lift up his hand a little higher, because he raises his hand like he's got 1,000-pound hand. Can't raise his hand in the air. And throughout the rest of the week, and let's just say the rest of the month. Throughout the rest of the month, more incidents similar to this keep happening. Whether it's me and Zachary talking a little bit, chit-chatting like everybody else in the room, and the teacher's like, Ethan, you better stop talking. You better stop distracting Zachary. Or, you better stop, whatever. And the worst thing is, Zachary's this little star student, he gets every single question the teacher asks. Every single time the teacher asks a question, he gets it right. He's got all these, my school likes to give out these little tickets to kids who get the answers right. Well, Zachary's got a whole stack of them, and he's got this whole stack of tickets that's 3 feet tall. Because he gets every single answer right. And I'm sitting over here, just being average. I can barely focus, most of the time I'm staring at a wall, lost in thought, thinking about what I'm going to do when I get home. And the teachers, they're always on my tail. Miss Triple Truck Challenge can't seem to get enough of me. I must be real special or something in that classroom, I don't know. But the teachers always, always oopla on me all the time. But then, I'm already under the impression the teacher just really doesn't like me. Because every single thing I do, if I breathe too hard, John Hunter Nemechek over here, but the lady version decides to come over here and just be like, grrr, try to start something that's not really going on. I'm like, what'd you say, Ethan? What the hell are you talking about? I'm breathing. I sighed a little bit. Big whoop. But then we get to the incidents of today. First I'll call finding the paper. So I got moved into this group that I don't really want to be in, and this group isn't really. Okay, I'm gonna have to start with the experiment again. So back on Friday, we had this little old experiment we had to do, where we'd put a gummy bear in distilled water, salt water, and sugar water, 3 separate gummy bears, not just one in every water, That's not really that important to this story, but whatever. And then we check on it today, which it was only supposed to be 24 hours, but 72 hours is fine too, whatever. But anyways, so today, I'm looking through my papers, because there's this paper we have to write the stuff down on, and I can't find my paper. Because the back of the paper, the front of the paper is all distinct, you can tell from a mile away that it's the right paper, but the back of the paper, which is what I'm looking at, just looks like any old other paper. So I'm, looking through my papers, I rearranged my stack of papers 15 times. You'd think I'd, flip the papers over every once in a while, but no. I'm gonna be stupid and just do it the same way every time. But the teacher comes over to me and says, Annam, what the hell are you doing? You doesn't look like you're working. Oh, I can't find my paper. The teacher somehow whips out magic hands, pulls out the paper in 2 seconds, and then I'm like, oh, gosh diddly darn, you found the paper, good job. And then she's like, oh, why was I able to find the paper, this quick? Do I need to make a phone call home? A phone call home? For what? For me not being able to find my paper? Jeez, it's not like, it's the 4th week of school, it's not like we're, it's not like I'm throwing pencils at people, slinging guns around. No, I can't find my paper. It's not something to write home about. Jeez. And after that, I'm just like, well, I just completely blanked.
Yeah, I do that too, bro. You should
And that,
in the video. Well, actually, no. When you were talking about the John Hunter Nemechek thing, my third grade teacher literally looked just like John Hunter Nemechek, but like the
this
girl
teacher doesn't
version.
look like John Hunter Nemechek, but I already made like the photos for the
Yeah,
character, and it was just a John Hunter Nemechek truck with a body.
with the body.
And it's an anim short body though, so it's not anything special. But no, then later on in the day, you know, in the class, we have to do this stuff on the computer, and I finish the stuff on the computer, and the teacher's like, "Oh, Ethan, did you finish the stuff on the computer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I finished it." But what are you supposed to be doing, Ethan? You're supposed to be going to the back to get the sheet of paper. What the? I just finished it. You get away from me. Let me breathe. I can't breathe. You're sitting over here, you know, breathing your Nema truck fumes in my face. Give me a break. Okay, I'm trying to de-stress myself out because you have to be an asshole about every little thing I do. You know, if I look at the floor for more than half a second, it's, "Oh, Ethan, what are you doing? You're supposed to be paying attention to your work." If I'm trying to think, you know, no, there's no thinking time for Ethan. Everybody else just go around, everybody else is asleep. And, you know, I'm the only one sitting here working. I look up for a second or to think for a second. "Ethan, look at your paper. Do the work." Calm down. I'm not the only person in the class. But yeah. And then we have the second incident of the day, which is where I was asking Zachary for a ruler, and we were kind of going back and forth because he didn't want to give me the ruler, even though he wasn't doing anything with the ruler. But anyways, we're talking back and forth about the ruler. Somehow the conversation goes into a conversation about pencils. The teacher says, "Ethan, you gotta stop talking. You know, do your work." So I turn around and start doing my work. And then Zachary and this other guy, Sebastian, start having this totally unrelated conversation. Like, at least my conversation was about a ruler that I needed to measure the gummy bear. You know, that's what we're supposed to do with the lab. You know, at least it's something related. They're over here talking about Russia or something crazy like that. And the teacher has no problem. Looks right at him. No problem whatsoever. You know, it's only when I do something that there's a problem. So I know it's only a matter of time before, you know, I'll show up late to class one day, I knock on the door a little too hard, the teacher's like, "Ethan, go to detention." Fine. You know, looking back on it, I should have said, yeah, call my parents. Tell them I couldn't find my piece of paper within a timely manner. 'Cause who cares? I would have gone on a whole tirade to my uncle about how ridiculous this entire class is, about how, you know, it should be, you know, about how crazy the teacher is, about how Miss Triple Truck Challenge always wants to have a problem with me about nothing. You know, yeah, I don't get it. The whole point of this story. I don't understand. All my other teachers are fine. All the other teachers, you know, they don't really pay attention to one person in particular. You know, they'll yell at the kids who are actually doing stupid stuff all class. But you know, when somebody takes 5 seconds to think about the answer to a question, or when somebody's having a teeny weeny little side conversation when they're not talking about anything, they don't have a problem. Which is a good thing. I commend all my other teachers for actually being respectable people. You know, even my 4th period teacher who, if I'm on a different website for like 20 seconds, you know, he'll send a message using Go Guardian saying, "Do your schoolwork." You know, at least he's not one of those teachers who will close out the tabs. Those teachers actually annoy me. I'm looking at NASCAR.com, looking at the paint scheme preview for a minute and a half, and the teacher closes the tabs. But yeah, that's my story about my 1st period teacher, who I still have right now, and will have for another 4.5 months. So, Miss Triple Truck Challenge. Just do me a favor and lay off of me for a second, alright? It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Shouldn't be that much to ask. Look at somebody else for a change. There are other people who will actually just sit there with their hoods up, asleep the entire class. Yell at them for a change. Not even yell. Just bother them for a little bit, okay? I feel like I've gotten enough of your shenanigans. I've breathed in so much of your hot air over the last month. I'm getting nauseous, okay? Just go talk to somebody else. Anim's not on the menu anymore. But yeah, that's the story. Nighty night.
You don't want to be breathing in those hot, extra mint gum flavored air. You know, you don't want to be breathing that in. It's always minty. It's always like minty and like bad. The breath. And you
Have you
just
ever
gotta
had a
sit
teacher
there.
like that though?
Yeah. Well,
The
it's
worst thing is I probably missed a bunch of points too.
no, the worst teacher I've ever had was my 4th grade ELA teacher, because in 4th grade we would have like two different teachers. One for was like ELA and one was for like math and science. The math and science one was like a little bit strict, but she was mostly fine. The ELA one was like super strict. I clapped a little bit too loud and she threatened me calling home.
That's what I'm saying.
And it wasn't
Like,
even it wasn't even in like a moment where it wasn't needed. It was during a presentation when we were supposed to clap. I clapped like 2 decibels louder.
oh
Alex,
yeah,
detention.
that reminds me though. This teacher is kind of like my first period teacher from last year, you know, the gay one.
Yeah.
Except the thing about him was that at least he hated all the guys. It wasn't just me, you know. But with this teacher, she's all friendly with everybody else. You know, friends with all the other kids. But no, me, I'm just not involved. Even the people who were asleep the whole class. You know, she'll be all friendly with them. Maybe it's because I'm the only one who doesn't talk like Boomhauer. So maybe I need to start. Maybe I just need to turn up the class when they be like, hey man, I tell you what, man, now in the morning, man, they talk about them dang on going to the desk, and they're talk about them dang on dial up and you know, beep boop boop beep boop, man, talk about them dang on computer. You know, the good old type of thing. That's what I need to do.
I feel like the only teacher who's been like in the past, like I guess the modern era, which I consider like late 2021 and now, for like teachers, there's only been 2 bad ones, or like even like mildly bad ones. The first one was my 6th grade ELA teacher, which she was like fine. She was nice to me sometimes, but she was like terrible to everybody else, and I honestly felt bad for them. Because the only reason she liked me is because I got good grades. I bet if I had anything less than like a 90 in her class, she probably would have like treated me the same way she treated everybody else. And even then, she still treats me bad, and I'm not even in her class anymore. I'm in 8th grade now. She'll just appear out of nowhere sometimes, and like I spilled like peas in like lunch. I was trying to pick them up. She was like, how did you spill the peas? I don't know, maybe it's because the trays were made of literal paper. It's like trying to balance like your whole dinner on like a little like flimsy piece of paper. I can't do anything about it. Accidents happen, okay? And I'm trying to help, and she's just like mocking me when I'm trying to pick up these nasty peas on the nasty like school lunch floor when it's hot, and it just makes me mad.
Oh, some teachers. The worst thing for me though is that all the kids in school hate me too. So that's also a good thing though, because then it's not really any different. But still, the teachers are supposed to be like the only people who don't. Because even my friends, you know, I'll turn up to class. I'm like that guy who said mother minutes later. But at first, it's like they don't want me around at all. This is why we should like live in the same
Yeah.
way.
And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if I was around, you would probably be like less hated because it's like I'm kind of
Or
like,
no, in my school we'd both be hated. Because we
yeah,
talk normally. There's only like a few people who talk normally. Also, dude, I was looking at, there was a Reddit post about somebody saying that like, they don't like the way people talk, like the people at my school. You know, like the drunk boomhowers.
yeah.
And like the people in the replies were all saying that that person was genuinely racist. Like what? Just because I want to understand what you're saying.
Which will, okay, no. Here's the main thing. Doesn't that make you racist? Because some white people talk like that, and that's just like a natural thing, because that's how they grew up to talk. So, like, aren't you the racist one? Because it's not just black people who talk like that. Some white people are, like, raised to talk like that because they were born in those places. No, how much I want to bet you, the people who were calling that stuff, like, bad, they probably don't even live in those areas. They probably live in, like, Oregon or something.
Yeah, Portland, the poorest city in the U.S.
Yeah. So many gangs. You know, you don't want to get caught lacking in the middle of Oregon. I bet there's a lot of bad stuff going up there. I bet they'll peacefully walk into your store and rob you. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's scary.
Top of the morning to you.
Hello, friendly sir. Would you mind if I
Jasmine,
borrow?
Jasmine liked 47 of my posts.
Ah.
I have 47 notifications. They're all Jasmine liking my posts. And it's not even like recent stuff. It's stuff from 2022. I don't think you heard that right. 2022.
Oh yeah, and the other teacher that I don't really like that much. I'm glad because Wednesday was the last ever class I had with her, and that's also the last class I'm ever gonna have with her because I'm going to high school next year. Yeah, and I thought it was just me who didn't like her. It's literally everybody else. Because okay, let me give you like a rundown of like the STEM teachers. So from like sixth grade to seventh grade, it was this old cranky, like she was like mean, but she wasn't as mean as like the new teacher. She was always like kind of, she wasn't like well liked within the school like teacher thing. It wasn't even like a student thing. The teachers didn't like her. Um, the Larson, no, Mr. Bryan, like said that like she yelled at him sometimes, like when they were like talking to like when they were talking to each other, and she would always like me and this one guy, we were like working on a project together. We were just like talking about like stupid stuff because it's like an engineering class, and like weird conversations come out of those kinds of classes. She was like, "Stop mansplaining and like get your
What?
work done." And I'm like,
Who
first of
says
all,
mansplaining?
I guess she didn't, and either she left or she got fired. Probably not the latter, because they don't do that. They did do that to a sixth grade teacher this year, so maybe it was the second option. But I don't know. I think she just left because she was tired of everything, which that was probably the worst thing that could have happened. The
Bro.
the next teacher that we had in like the early part of the year, he was actually pretty good. He was like a well-respected math teacher from like the high school, and like he actually teached us some pretty good stuff about like advanced math, which sounds boring, but like I'd rather have that than what we had in seventh grade. And then he left because they had to have a permanent teacher because he was just a sub. So now it's this new teacher who's like from like New York, and she'll like, you know, the whole Go Guardian thing. She'll like, because there's a huge screen in the middle of the room, she'll show like the Go Guardian thing in front of the whole classroom, So like, it's like you're being put on like a watch list. Even if you like,
Dude.
no matter what side you're on, she'll just be like, Alex, get back to work. Or it was on like me one
Dude,
time.
for me it would be just the NASCAR paint scheme preview every week.
Yeah.
I'd be looking at, you know, Alex Bowman's Homestead car or something, and then, like on the preview NASCAR.com thing, and she'd be like, "This is what Ethan's looking at, everybody. Disgusting, isn't it?" And it's just Alex Bowman's car.
He's looking at those race cars. Get rid of the cars and we have race. So see, now we're on a really sensitive top now.
Bro, I didn't even like. There was one time that scared the crap out of me, cause it was like close to the beginning of 9th grade, in 4th period, which was the chill class. You know, nothing really goes on in that class. The teacher's pretty calm. He's pretty funny too. But no, he had Go Guardian on, but I forgot about it, you know, cause nobody ever really does anything with that. I was looking at the paint scheme preview for the Xfinity series. All of a sudden, the tab closes, and I'm like, "What? Did I accidentally press that?" And then I opened it again, and it closed again. Then I saw tab closed by teacher, and I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Well, the teacher can see my screen. Like, I forget. I don't know. I don't like when the teacher can see my screen.
Yeah. And yeah, Mr. I forgot what I was gonna say about Mr. Brian, but like, I think I got lucky that I have him early in the morning now because of the 8th grade schedule. Well, he's like most people in the early morning. They're like really, you know, they don't really care that much. So for the first hour of the class, he'll just talk, which a lot of people like don't like that. I love it when teachers talk. Like, well, not like the bad. If it's someone like interesting, if it's like an interesting teacher like he is, like I'll just like listen, cause like it's like talking to you. He's like the closest thing I have to you at the school, cause well, first of all, he likes NASCAR. Second of all, we can actually have like good conversations with each other and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Well, I feel like you can't have good conversations with me after a while.
Yeah. You know, but we're having a pretty good conversation now. I bet in an hour we're gonna be making like caveman noises. But, you know.
Ooh, ooh.
Why don't we start early? No, it's not caveman.
Well, mine wasn't a caveman either. Na 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 na. We're doing Jeff's car noise. I want to hear a car make that noise. I want to be rolling down a little hill and hear a car make that noise like how Jeff described it. Cause if I'm rolling down a hill and my car starts going, na, 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 I'm gonna either start recording, or I'm just gonna sit there with like my jaw literally on the floor, like in a cartoon, or like in that chips thing I made. The answer is not chips. Also, I'm probably just gonna tell the story again when I don't have a vitamin deficiency, cause that's giving me memory loss right now. Right, so that's why I was stuttering so much, and that's why I'm still stuttering so much. And like I was thinking that like my brain was starting to explode itself earlier today. So I was like normally I'll be thinking all over the place, you know, and I'll actually think out a coherent sentence. I was thinking about something earlier today, and I was trying to say it in my mind, and I couldn't say it in my mind. Like I'd forget what I was gonna say after 2 words in. Cheo Perez 8 said hi. It's a PlayStation, by the way, not on YouTube. Not laughing at the name. I'm just saying, somebody sending me a message on PlayStation is funny to me. Cause like sometimes we'll be in the middle of a stream, like halfway through a Daytona race, and somebody will just somebody will just send me a PlayStation message. I'm like, what the heck? PlayStation? That's even worse than Facebook. The latter goes, like, for sending me messages. When I'm making a stream, it's YouTube, then Instagram, then Facebook, then PlayStation. I don't even have Facebook. That's how bad it is. I have a Facebook account. And the worst thing is, since I made that Facebook account in 6th grade, that was when I started using the password that I always use now. So, it's probably the same password. That's also not a good thing. Cause like, if somebody finds out my password to one thing, they'll literally know, like, they'll have a password for literally everything. Also, I made a game earlier today.
What game?
Code.org.
Oh.
And I'm surprised how much it was in my 4th period class, and I was with, my other friend, Jakari. And we were, like, doing the stuff we normally do, you know, talking about stupid. I see your live vid. Okay, so, Cheo Perez is in the stream, I think.
Checo Perez, Sergio Perez. Oh yeah, my
Opinion on NASCAR Full Speed. What's NASCAR Full Speed?
it's
Let
the
me see.
Netflix series.
I haven't seen the Netflix series. I don't have Netflix, but I'll be sure to pirate that on the same website that I got King of the Hill from.
Remember when I sent you like that new SpongeBob movie that wasn't supposed to come out? It was like, there's so many like shows on that site. It's the Flixer.
Did you just call it the Deflixer? What did you say?
The website's called the Flixer. I used to think like I shouldn't be saying this like online. I'm gonna get like arrested.
Okay, well, since you don't want to get arrested, that's something I've told you 10 times, I think. All my add-ons for X-Plane, I pirated off of Superbay. It's a very convenient site, actually. You can find pretty much anything.
I used to think it was like some crazy deep web thing. No, you just search it up and it's there.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes when I'm not even trying to, like, I'll look up, like, a problem I'm having with one of the jets, and then, like, the second link will be a pirated version of it. And the way you can tell if it actually, like, because, like, people, like, submit requests, and the way you can tell if it actually got approved, and by approved, I mean if there's actually a link for it, is when there's, 320 replies. Because usually, like, the 4th reply, that or it'll just be bumped. So it'll, like, that's just when people just reply, just so, like, it'll be back up at the top of the page.
The thing I don't like about, like, the new NASCAR series, I thought it was gonna be, like, a season-long thing, like, it was gonna cover, like, the 2024 season, so the first episode would just be, like, the all season, like, what's been going on, like, the past 2 months. No, it's gonna be about the 2023 playoffs. Like, that's, like, the worst thing that what happened that whole playoffs?
I forgot the 2023 playoffs happened.
Yeah.
When you said 2023 playoffs, I was thinking of 2022 playoffs.
Like, that... I feel like the only playoffs that was, like, as forgettable was, like, the 2021 playoffs. But even then, there was still, like... Okay, well, now I'm proving my point, because nothing really happened that whole... Well, I guess Kevin Harvick slamming it to the wall. That was, like, all that happened.
The 2021 playoffs were actually kind of fun for me. Well, that's 1047 now.
And
Speaking of 1047, after the first round of the playoffs, I was like, well, you know, I don't know if I want to keep watching. All 3 of the drivers that I wanted to have a shot at the end got eliminated. Logano, Harvick, and Stenhouse. Harvick should have won that Darlington race.
Yeah. I was rewatching some old reactions from, like, you, because I'll just do that sometimes. I was watching the 2021 reactions where Bowman won. I actually, like, started crying during those videos, because, like, I just got so much, like, nostalgia from when he was actually, like, good. because we haven't seen Bowman in like his prime since like 2021, and even then he was still kind of meh.
He won 4 races, Alexander.
I'm talking about like I mean like summer 2021. That was when he was like popping off.
Popping off, huh?
Yeah, he had like a top 10
Wow.
every single race.
You are using that language.
If he
What was
doesn't,
that?
if he doesn't win like the first 3 races of the season, it'll be two years since he hasn't won since he has last like won a race. Then again, the last time Stenhouse won a race when like he won the Daytona 500 was like
I'm.
6 years or something crazy like that. So
You have to rub it in. No, but
okay, that's a different situation for him though.
you know
He was
what's
like
weird?
what?
In 2017, Joey Logano missed the playoffs.
Jeez.
I just remembered that because I was rewatching the Talladega playoff race, and I was like, that's kind of weird. It doesn't have a playoff spoiler. We got eliminated that early. And then I was watching like a Black Flags Matter video or something where he said that. And then I was like, Zam! Like what you...
Damn.
I see people say that a lot, and I don't like it.
And I missed the 2021 Bowman car. I get to saw it in person. It's a beauty in person, man. I tell you what. Maybe
I've
it
never
actually
seen a
is.
stock. I've seen a race car in person a few times. One of them was August 26th, 2018, when we were like taking Jeff home. There was like a late model on the back of a truck that passed me.
The first time I ever saw a stock car was like it was 2019. There was like they like at the post office they were doing something with like FedEx, so I saw like Denny Hamlin's car. You could even touch it. I'm pretty sure it was
I
just like a
remember
backup car that they used for the Roval because it had like all the logos and stuff.
I remember watching NASCAR races in like 2011 or something. I have like it's such a vague.
There
It's such like
There's photographic no, you know what's so weird? There's like baby photos of me, like during NASCAR races where like Jimmy Johnson's like doing burnouts. It's so weird. Like those photos are so cursed because I don't associate me with like that era of NASCAR. But I was a little baby watching those races with my family because,
I vividly remember like that one of the first wrecks I remember seeing was Kurt Busch's Talladega flip. Because I remember like I had a little bit of a false memory of it, I guess. But I remembered like when I first got the Trevor Bayne NASCAR diecast in 2018, the black and red one. I was like, this looks familiar. I remember some kind of car that had this paint job flipping in one of the first races I saw, and I know it was at Talladega. Yeah. That's like the first wreck I remember seeing. It's kind of funny that the whole reason I even started watching NASCAR again in 2018 was because like I was getting like one of those 2013 nostalgia things. I was trying to pretend it was 2013. And like one day in late July, I was like, what are things I used to do? I remember watching NASCAR a few times. I wonder if NASCAR is still a thing. And then I started like watching compilations.
I think for me NASCAR was like it was like meant for me. If that makes sense because the reason I like football so much was because like something about like when I was playing those games, trying to like race to like the first down line was like really satisfying. I was like, I wonder if there was like something that's just like this. I never knew what it was, and then I got like it wasn't even like something crazy. It was that like that NASCAR Heat mobile game. I was like, oh my god, I love this. And I was racing as like Ryan Preece in Martinsville. That's what started
I
it all.
remember that video.
Yeah.
And you were saying I came out of my little shell. I remember you were talking about like whenever somebody says something bad about NR 2003, Ethan comes out of his little shell.
I'm gonna race as Ryan Priest in Martinsville, but in Heat 4.
It's the same game.
Yeah.
Ooh, get ready for all the people to come.
Well, no.
Yeah, so what did you just say about NASCAR Heat 4? I got NASCAR Heat Mobile and it's nothing to... Like I said in the Anim video, it's nothing to write home about.
And also,
I stopped...
Heat Mobile's the whole. Actually, it's not the whole reason. I've told you this so many times, but the whole reason I liked Alex Bowman was because I liked the Dale Jr. car and I was like, I wonder if it's still racing. Then I
I
saw it
mean,
in
could
Heat
have been
Mobile.
Truex.
Could have been Truex. I like the furniture, even though it was just a plain black car. Something about the '78 like interested me. But I was like, no, the '88's cleaner. I like the nationwide cars and like the American like Valvoline cars. So I choose that one. I was like, oh yeah, Alex Bowman.
Heat Bowman, I tell you what.
Mm.
I am not...
If we got into NASCAR, we would be racing with like,
Arca
well,
car.
yeah, ARCA cars.
On a part-time basis.
I feel like if we ever did become NASCAR drivers, it'd be like a Josh Berry kind of thing, but without the Cut Series. We'd just be like in our mid-30s, and then that's when we would finally have like the opportunity to start racing it. We just do like
Yeah, and we'd get the
part-time.
opportunity based on our iRacing performance.
Yeah.
I wish the NR 2003 tire model wasn't all screwed up where the cars are impossible to save. Because it's satisfying for me, like when I'm sliding and I save it. I just said you're Alexander, but in a really grumpy voice. Now, I'm assuming that's not what you heard.
I could have gone to Martinsville 2019, but I don't think anything worked out. The fall race, of course.
You probably already knew how mad I was after that race.
Yeah.
Because William Byron finished second.
Brendan Gaughan just flipped on top of somebody in Martinsville.
Wow, I didn't even know Brendan Gaughan raced at Martinsville.
Mm. I was
You got a
rewatch.
fanny pack.
I was rewatching the 2020 Talladega Fall Race. That Kurt Busch crash doesn't look real. Like it. I forgot how like weird that crash was. Like,
Rewatch the entire 2019 Talladega Fall race. It's the best race in history.
yeah, I watched like half of it, the end of it, not the beginning, because the beginning, I didn't feel like it.
For me, the best part of the race is like... Well, I mean, it's obvious because I like Stenhouse, but it's like from like 30 to go to when the flip happened.
That Bowman crash at like Talladega was so weird. He like threw a block, but he like overreacted. He just like he threw a minor late block. He just got sent down the whole track. I was like, okay, oh, I'm not gonna go straight. I'm not gonna lift. I'm just gonna turn right in front of the field because I have nothing else to lose. And then he just causes the worst crash in NASCAR history.
That crash looks like every single time I watch it, it looks worse than like what it looked like to begin with. But what do I know? I'm a scallywag. You're a scammer, Alexander. That's right, Alexander. As in Alexander's. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
You know how they're saying like there's gonna be a solar storm even though there isn't, but like they say it every time. It's a weird thing to
They
think
say that
about.
all the time.
Yeah. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. At first I thought it would be like all energy and like electricity. If that were the case, yeah, I'd understand like the scary stuff. But like, it's just the internet. We still have like phone service and everything. We can still call people. Then again, that
We
kind of
wouldn't be
ruin
able to
our
call.
thing. Well, maybe we can get like phone numbers, but that would be that
I
would be
have a
kind of
phone number, but it's like that app, TextNet.
yeah.
It still works though.
We'll have to like send Morse code through like telephone lines. We'll have to send notes to each other.
How are we gonna talk to Pony?
I don't know. We're gonna have to like, we're gonna have to send a bottle in the ocean. It's gonna appear at his doorstep.
You
A
mean like
bird's
that
gonna pick
song
it
by
up.
the Police? You and your message in a bottle?
The wee-oo.
I
Gotta
give
kiss the
up on you.
police.
I I quit, Alexander. GP Jones. With emphasis on the Z.
2019 Martinsville race happened on like March 23rd, 2019,
I thought you were talking about the fall race.
which was the final Martinsville race before March 27th, 2019.
What?
You know what I mean. I'm trying to control my car.
Oh. That's why you're talking in Morse code. Got it.
Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, I'm a pony. You can't do anything about it. You know Zachary is a brony? He likes My Little Pony.
You know, honestly, I can't blame the people that make no. I kind of can.
The people that make what?
No, because it's not
I
you,
might
it's
have to
him.
execute you if you...
Do people make fun of him?
No. They make fun of me all the time.
So we can. So we're not okay. We can't even be bullying the right people now. We can't even pick the right sides. No, I can't. I can't say anything. I used to like that show when I was like 4, though, so it doesn't count.
My cousin used to like that show.
I don't know why I liked it. Why did it was like a big fad in the early 2010s. I don't know why. Something about it. Just a show. Some of it kind of gone far, but I was a little one, so it didn't affect me like some others did. A pepper spout. A water
Peppa Pig?
spout.
What are you talking about, Peppa Pig? Why do you care so much about kids shows? Jesus Christ, Alexander.
Pig shows.
I said kids shows, not pig shows.
Pig
I am
shows.
talking about Peppa Pig though, because
Yeah.
I bet you watched Peppa Pig.
I don't.
Oh, you're not denying it though.
Fine, I do. No.
I didn't say you do, I said you did. When you were a kid. Ooh, that rhymed, man, I should be a poet. Rhyming like that. Wow. I'm unbelievable.
I was watching this.
Woo! You wanna get a brewski?
Yeah.
What did I just say? I don't think
Oh, brewski.
I think it's a type of beer.
Yeah. Or it's just another word for, I don't know.
A brew stew?
A brews. That's what I was thinking of.
It's in a punky brewster. Ooh, that is nice looking. Beautiful, Alexander. Just gorgeous.
I was watching.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it. Even though I don't.
You're not supposed to get it, Alex. Stop
Oh.
making everything so complicated all the time.
Why do you have to
Sheesh.
make everything? No.
Complicated.
I was watching the semifinals of like the Super Bowl, and I was like, you know, I should start watching some football. And I haven't watched it in a while. Well, now I know why I stopped watching it. That was like one of the worst football games I've ever. Well, it was two, so it's like
Was it
double
the
trouble.
one that, are you talking about, what are you talking about again? Like,
Just
what
like
game? I remember my uncle didn't like that the Chiefs won that one game.
it was yeah, it was like there were two different games for like the Super Bowl. One of them was the Chiefs versus the Ravens. The other one was the Lions versus the 49ers. Which in like 2018 that'd be the weirdest thing ever. But the NFL is so weird now that that can happen.
You'd
Uh,
get along with my uncle probably. He likes football. Jeff
yeah.
likes football. I'm the only one here who doesn't watch football. I'll watch it like on occasion when like I'm upstairs for 5 seconds.
I feel like the
Like,
people.
man,
I feel like
that
it's
was a nice
because
throw.
the people who didn't like the underdogs all lost. Like it wasn't even underdogs. The people that everybody wanted to win didn't win. The Ravens,
So the underdogs.
yeah, the underdogs, I guess. Like I feel like I don't know. You wouldn't understand. Well, maybe you would. I don't know. It's hard to
Well,
explain.
I'm.
It was just bad.
Go. I do. I feel good.
Okay, here's like the best way to describe it. It was like the quarterback of the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. He was
Okay, yeah,
playing
my uncle
normally.
doesn't like him.
Yeah, like Lamar Jackson, he's the quarterback of the Ravens. He was like doing all
Sounds like
this
a
like
black.
weird stuff. He was like everybody would start rushing him. He would just like run across the field. He wouldn't gain any yards. He would just like go back and forth.
So he's basically playing football like I would.
Yeah, he wasn't actually like trying to gain anything. He was just trying to like trick them, but he would end up getting tackled and like lose like 5 yards on the play. So it wasn't
I
even
wanna
worth it.
go, like, just run in the middle of a football field during the game. That's probably a really bad and illegal idea. But it would be fun.
He did do something crazy though. He threw a pass. One of the people on the other teams blocked it, and then he catched it. He caught his own
He
pass.
catched it.
Yeah.
Don't you mean he caught it, Alexander? I don't want to hear any of that improper English again.
Fine, he caught it. Yeah, he caught it.
Catched it. What do you think you are, a voodoo doll? What did I just say? Don't leave the party. You're making those leaving party noises when I can hear your stick.
And then, like, the Lions versus the 49ers. The Lions were going to win the game, but then they just kind of choked at the end of the game, and they lost, like, 31-34.
I'm being the Lions.
I'm being the Lions.
What if I just go to school and do that? A lot of people from my school watch football.
But the funniest thing about, like, the NFL now is, like, everybody tries to act tough, but, like, if you watch them outside of the games, they're just, like, the most, like, friendliest, nicest people ever. Like, Lamar Jackson, he's always, like, wearing this, like, black shiesty, and he's, like, you can't even see his mouth. He just, like, has, like, a...
Pretty ironic.
Yeah, you know what a shiesty is. But then, like, in his interviews, he's all, like, smiling. He's like Joey Logano. It's so stupid. And Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. He's not. He doesn't. He's the same on the field and off the field.
You could have just said that. You didn't have to say, "Oh, he's." Yeah.
He's someone.
You know, he's a certain kind that we don't like to discuss around here. Anyway, that's what you sound like to me right now.
Wow.
That's right. Meow. I'm sorry. You like more manly.
Mario.
Meow, 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 meow. Bro,
How are there two people still watching the stream?
we haven't done anything and it's been over an hour.
Well, we were trying to do something. We were trying to talk about stuff, and then the stuff led
We
to
were
the stuff.
talking. I let you talk about football. That's how you know the stream's not going
Yeah.
anywhere. No offense.
Get it? Cause no.
Yes. You made a football joke. Do it again.
Even though it doesn't make any sense, cause there's no fences in football. It'd make more sense if it were a NASCAR
Dang it!
joke.
You
Cause
always
there's.
mess everything up. Crap on a popsicle stick. That was the smoothest landing in history. I'm sure you care, because your name is Alexander Bandwagon, and you. I don't know where I'm going with that, by the way.
Oh, so you want to talk about a bandwagon, huh? How about you and Chase Briscoe, huh? How about
What?
you and Chase Briscoe? No, 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 no. It's not even a bandwagon, because you were a bandwagon, you would like William Byron, which that'd be terrible.
William Byron. I
You're
liked
a
William Byron
fake.
before it was cool.
Yeah. So you're like
I
a.
said that last year, and you said no, you didn't. You're trying to be all quirky.
Yeah. You only support Chase Briscoe when he's running up front, so you're a fake fan.
That's like saying next year you're
That
a
is.
fake fan of Kevin. That's like saying you're a fake fan of Kevin Harvick because he's not going to be racing next year, so you're not going to be paying attention to him.
But he's not racing.
Exactly.
What
When
do you
was
mean
Chase Briscoe
exactly?
racing in 2023? Give me an example
Every
besides
single
Bristol Dirt.
race.
Besides Bristol Dirt, what race was he running at, or a point where they were actually pointing cameras at? The only time they ever showed him was when they were saying what not to do when driving your car.
That was the same thing with Bowman, but I still supported him. It was
No, it
worse.
wasn't, because Bowman at least led a few laps this season, I think, in the Daytona 500.
In the Daytona 500, yeah.
Okay, he might have done good at Auto Club too.
He finished like 15th at Auto Club.
Who
Okay, if you're gonna...
cares? 15th, first, same thing.
I'm gonna chase the Briscoe out of the chase. NASCAR
I'm gonna
chase.
brisk your iced tea if you know what I'm talking about, baby. Anyway. You've got turnip greens up your ass. Whoa! Bro!
I predicted that Kyle
Imagine-
Busch was gonna win the
imagine-
Auto Club.
Imagine Hank Hill saying bro.
Bro!
Bro!
The King of the Hill reboot.
No, no,
Bro!
no.
And Boomhauer talks like the people at your school.
Well, first they gotta make him black, and then he can say the N-word every 5 words.
Instead of Texas, it takes place in Atlanta, Georgia.
I hate the fact that, like, everybody I know talks like that, though. Even people who don't live here. Like, to some extent, they'll do it, not as a joke. And then people are gonna say I'm racist.
Well, yeah, one of my friends tried bringing that up because like the Gabe guy, he it was like one of my friends was like, oh well, like why is he talking like that? He didn't grow up in one of those backgrounds. Then the other friend was like, oh well he's from Boston. What do you mean he's from Boston? Yeah.
No, and the worst thing is, like, it's one thing if it's people who are, like, raised like that, but there's, like, this one guy, he's white, by the way. I knew him in 7th grade, and we were throwing cheese sticks at each other on the last day before Christmas break. That's the distinct memory I have of him. But no, and he, like, talked normal in 7th grade, but, like, now he talks, like, even worse than most of the people, like, that talk like that.
Yeah, and it was the same thing with Gabe. He didn't used to talk like that in 6th grade. He wasn't here for It's not. He didn't even go to Boston. He grew up in Boston. Then he went to our school, and then he went to Virginia. Virginia didn't change him like that. He just started talking like that out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what virginity does to people. Anyway.
Mm.
On the other side of the flip-flop.
One of the like popular kids in my school, he's like, I'm from Chicago. I'm from O Block. He was born in Chicago. He didn't even grow up in Chicago. I think they were like on like a trip or something. He
Born
was
in Chicago.
born in Chicago and then they went back here.
In Chicago.
I bet
I
you're
don't
from
believe in
Chicago.
Chicago.
I
Jeff's
also
from
don't like,
Chicago.
yeah. Also don't like the fact that like people always think that it's only like New York, Atlanta, and like Chicago that are like the places with like hoods and stuff. It's literally like any like like bad like city. It's not just like those three main things. If anything, those three main things are like they're not like New York, not really. The worst one's definitely like Chicago.
New York, that's where Jaden's from.
Yeah, and we all know what New York's like. It's a big phony Big Apple.
It smells like spicy tuna
Yeah.
everywhere you go. I've never been to New York, but you know, I know what it's like. Because I know somebody from New York. I wish we never met. Kind of. I kind of wish we never met.
Wow.
So I do have nostalgia for like April 2021 when Jaden wasn't that bad.
I thought you were talking about me.
No. Oh, my name's Alexander. I'm in Portland. Oregon.
Oh god, I'm racing as Ryan Priest.
At Martinsville in NASCAR Heat 4.
No, and online, it automatically switched my scheme.
In NASCAR Heat 4.
Yeah.
In NASCAR Heat 4. In NASCAR Heat 4. In NASCAR Evolution! Hey Alex, is that NASCAR Heat Evolution? The Mexico version?
Yeah.
Imagine. Why? Don't do that again. Aren't you excited for the Dexatona 500 in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on one shiny. I don't know if when does the Xfinity race happen? Because I don't know if I'll do it.
February
I'll be able.
17th.
Well, I don't know if I mean like the time, because I don't know if I'll be able to do the Dexaco race Friday, because the Truck Series race is happening on Friday, and Xfinity usually happens like from late afternoon into the night. Imagine a Sunday Dexaco race.
Boah.
I've done a Saturday one before. I think I actually used to do them all the time on Saturdays.
The only good thing about like the Daytona weekends, I guess, is like we don't like because of the way the schedule's set up. We never have school on the Daytona on like the Monday following the
There what?
Daytona
In
500.
2022 I did. They made my break like before that.
Yeah, it was it's been like that ever since like 2020 or
Like
2019
for
actually.
me, the break's always been like after the Daytona 500, except for 2022, because I guess it was too late in the like the date. You know, I sound like talking about the rain isn't gonna be long enough.
We should.
Jeff laughed at that video.
Mm,
He
was it
wants
like
some cat.
the anim short or just like the sound?
The Anim short.
Ooh.
Because he wasn't expecting me to make the rain long. When I said the rain isn't going to be long enough. Yeah, because he actually got what I meant. That the rain isn't going to last long enough to put the rain tires on. Because you can understand what I'm saying, but if you're just listening to that, and, like, you don't have context, it sounds stupid.
Oh yeah,
That was
speaking.
what...
What?
That was going to be the original point of the whole channel. I was just going to, like, do out of context clips where we sound like we're talking complete nonsense.
Oh yeah, speaking of out of context, hold on.
I
Where
don't
is it?
think I want to hear it since you said out of context.
I was gonna make a video clip thing of like
I'm
everything we
sure you were.
said. This isn't really out of context because I haven't edited the clips yet, so you can kind of hear like a little bit of like the talk beforehand, but whatever.
And I'm never gonna score because every time I try to...
Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, you should have all that salt being poured on you.
You should have all that salt being poured on you. You know, because you should. Wait.
Damn it.
Dude, I just... Okay.
Let me use my asshole time.
No.
It's gonna be the Coke 593. Sorry.
The reactions where I was like skipping through to see if I could catch anything.
Yeah.
That's reminding me of what you're doing there.
Shut up! Wiener schnitzel, big beefy greasy cock up my ass.
When did I say that? When did I say that?
I don't know, you just said it.
I'm gonna explode.
Yes, well, I haven't made it yet. I haven't, like, edited yet, but I've got all the clips.
I'm gonna explode. Bruh.
Bro, why does your temperature keep going down, bro? Keep it up, bro.
No, I'm gonna explode. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. Help! I'm exploding in the microwave. Oh my god, I'm all deformed now. Thanks a lot, Alexander, for making me overheat my tempies. That's right, my tempies.
It's a piece of chicken McNugget.
Pass me. I said pass me, Chastain. If you didn't go to my inside, then we wouldn't be having this. Yeah, that's what you get. Hit the wall. Hit the wall even harder, Daddy. I mean, just hit. Bro. Our attempt at the desert. I literally died. Good night, everybody. You'll never hear from me again.
That's all the clips. I
I want to watch that part of that video that you made. That was a Sten 47 half video through my POV, and it just sounds like I'm saying utter nonsense at that point.
For another NASCAR season. Catch the #1 Moose Chevrolet on track in Atlanta.
So I went up to the wall and my tire went down. Yeah, I want to look at it. Sten 47.
The moose is loose. Huh.
Why did you...
'Cause you laugh so loud.
I didn't laugh that loud. How did I lose this race? And I didn't know, so I went up to the wall and then my tire went down. That makes perfect sense. Oh god. I don't want to get cocky.
Uh, 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 uh.
I remember getting to I watched some videos a few months ago.
You should watch some of my videos. I need a recap.
Your Trackmania Sonoma video has 950 views.
Yeah, that was such a terror. I didn't even edit it. It was just a raw clip.
It's the same for both of us. We're like, our worst videos get the most views.
I used to think it was just like, oh, you know, me thinking my videos. That was actually the worst video I've ever made. Like, I put zero effort to it. There was like, for the first 2 minutes of the video, it's just me falling off the track because I didn't know when to brake.
That seems like it'd be fun.
One? Gah. Dad life? Jeez. Oh yeah, that one.
The idiots of NASCAR Heat 5 a new era. Daytona will be real in 21 days. The rivalries of NASCAR Heat 5. NASCAR Heat 5 online slander part. I'm gonna watch this. It's trolled. I can't troll. I troll the news. I use a setup, man. Setup. The thing where he was getting loose on the apron is a setup, man. Setup. Because the car's all the way, like, if you mess up even a little bit, you're gone.
You should watch NASCAR. It's one of the best videos ever made.
I'm gonna watch the Heat 5.
Oh yeah, the radioactive.
Dude,
What?
it's a good thing that I'm not in NASCAR. Because sometimes, like, if something like that happens to me in real life, I'm gonna explode in the moment, and I'm probably gonna slam into their car on pit road at full speed, and like actually cause a fatal wreck. Cause like I'm not even joking. Sometimes when somebody makes me mad, sometimes I actually think about doing it. I'm probably not a good person. What's that? Is that you?
Yeah.
Or are you watching this?
It's cough.
Aggressive goes on.
you have a lot of clips from my. Hey, it's 10:47 last moment. Wait. Come on, internet. Let's work. Internet! Flip! Come on! There we go. Then 47, I can see the 14-year-old on Spectrum. See, I feel like you try. Remember when I was like saying you made me look like a pedophile?
Yeah.
Let's be honest though, if people don't know who I am when they see this, especially when they see this now.
NOCRS. Or one season. I forgot about this.
Do I listen on purpose?
Yes, dude, that video is like. I remember I used to watch that dude a lot in like 2020. Now he's like, he got like exposed for some. I don't. It wasn't even like. I think he like. I don't even know what happened. It's too mad. That video is like 6 years old. It still makes me laugh.
Hashtag wild move in Martinsville. Set the NASCAR universe on fire.
If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. Caution coming out. Well, since I said that, a caution's gonna come out when I snap my fingers or something, but.
You just spit out. NASCAR next gen Daytona Big One crash test. Let's see how realistic this one was. Kyle Larson's flipping.
It's not realistic already because he's not afraid. Or afraid. The reason the Fords even flip more, or the only ones that flip in the first place, is because they're flat. At least the Chevrolets have some sort of bulk to them. And the Toyotas too, they used to at least. This year the Toyotas are going to be flying 20 feet in the air before they even hit anything. Brody, what's that? Enough! You do not know how to play an instrument at all.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Astonishingly, Jeff.
Okay, this one wasn't really predicting. It was just obvious.
No, they're gonna throw a caution for this, aren't they? They're gonna caution it. Ty Gibbs wins. Ty Gibbs wins. This is gonna be a terrible finish because I know Larson's gonna send it and do something stupid. That's my prediction. They're side by side. That's my prediction. Larson and Creed. Go Larson. He's gonna spin out. I literally had a prediction this was gonna happen. I predicted it was gonna happen.
I wasn't even talking about the prediction I made earlier in the race. I was talking about the identical race I did before that. The exact same finish happened.
Whoa! Almost flipped. What the hell?
I literally called it, but it was too late.
He almost did a blow. Why does it always happen when we say it? Yeah, you want to hit the gas that there's going to be a huge wreck before the end of the race, though?
Hit the gas, hit the gas, hit the gas.
The gas. Last time we did this, they wrecked right as soon as we said that, though, so I don't know. A few moments later. Yeah, it's going to happen, I'm telling you. This is going to happen. Oh, whoa, wreck, big wreck. Jeez, what the heck are we doing, people? Come on. We can't even make it a single overtime. Man, Justin Bailey's in it. That's 2 of my picks out. Whoa, look at the push. This is either going to be really fun or really... Oh, whoa! Jeez, someone almost flipped. Oh, no. Yeah, they're still going. That was bad timing for me to say that. Come on, get the bump and dump. Come on. A few moments later. Oh my God, they're gonna. No! What's going on? Oh my God! Bump and dump. Chastain's gonna win. Oh my God, what the heck just happened?
String 47 health predictions video. Dude, I'm gonna have to look back at the 2020, no, I'm gonna have to look back at, like, 2022 reactions, because I remember there are a few things, like, particularly,
You
like, a bunch of predictions I made that actually happened.
you should do a Minecraft stream.
I'm gonna log in right now. I'm predicting Chase Elliott's gonna win the Daytona 500 this year.
I predict. I think Christopher Bell's gonna win it, even though that's like the weirdest pick ever. But
You know, my pick is strategic, though. Okay, because think about it. Last year, or in 2022, my favorite driver, he was in the playoffs. You know, he won the championship. And then the Daytona 500 after that, my favorite driver who wasn't in the playoffs won the Daytona 500. And in 2023, Jeff's favorite driver who was in the playoffs won the championship. So, you know, I think it'll be the same thing for you after that. Who do you think is going to win the 2024 championship?
Actually, Mr. Bryan asked me that. He doesn't like Denny Hamlin, but I said Denny Hamlin because it's never gonna be one of his years, but maybe this year will be his year. I don't know.
I used to predict Denny Hamlin for the championship every single time, and I still predict him for the Daytona 500 every time. Every time I go to a super speedway, I pick the same three drivers. Either Logano, Stenhouse, or Hamlin.
I would say Alex Bowman, but like that's too unpredictable. If Bowman kept up the same pace that he had at the beginning of the season, he definitely would have been the champion. I'm not even. That's not even me being biased. He had a top 10 in every single race before he got injured.
I think I saw someone say, I might have told you this already. I think I saw someone say that, like, if you were using the Winston Cup, you know, format, Michael McDowell would have been the 2018 champion.
What? Okay, no, there's gotta be a little bit of flaws in that. Okay, because I think there were some I don't know, maybe the big three wasn't just like a playoff thing. What was Michael McDowell doing in 2018 to lead him to win? Maybe he just like led a ton of laps or something. Because you get like you either get 5 points or 1 point. Yeah, I think it's 1 point every lap you led. Dude, if it was 1 point every lap you led, like, well, first of all, Bo. Well, they did it. They did it in the Winston Cup, so.
I get scared every time Stenhouse is at the front of the super speedway race, and specifically the Daytona 500. Like, just like I'm already like feeling like scared right now just thinking about it. Like 10 laps ago in the Daytona 500, I'm like, all of our favorite drivers were up at the front, like giving each other pushes that are like, you know, almost spinning the cars out.
It's the same thing with me and Bowman. When he was leading at Talladega, he was like making some good moves, and then he just got like shuffled out. I hate it. It's always him getting shuffled out. Like, the same thing happened at Daytona, same thing happened at Talladega. Yeah, it should have been him or Harvick, but like they both got shuffled out.
Like for me, that was the same energy as like Stenhouse in 2019 Talladega. I was like, start blocking, make some stupid moves, either win the race or wreck. At least if you wreck, don't wreck getting pushed by Eric Almirola in the top lane lap.
If we ever become like NASCAR drivers, I'm not sure if I would want to race at the super speedways.
I race at the super speedways just so I can like make dumb moves, but you already know I'm gonna end up like in the hospital after the race because I'm gonna try to block somebody, and I'm gonna be like that one driver that always finds a part of the track that's impossible to hit, like the inside wall in turn 3.
Hold on. bro. I don't know if this is just me, but I used to think that the Pennzoil logo, like the little red thing, I used to think that it was like a mascot. I didn't know that it was a bell, cause it kind of looks like a monster or something. Like I don't. I'm gonna like show you. Cause I didn't know it was like a bell. It looked like a character. If that makes any sense. I'm gonna like show you it. It did. It did. And then I was like, wait, I put the two things together. It's a cracked bell, Pennsylvania Liberty Bell. Oh, it's Pennzoil, okay. Pennzoil. Well, I just found out about the pens thing, but I knew the logo was like a bell, like in the past 4 years. Yeah. See, because there's like the two dots on top. It looks like eyes, and then the bottom where there's the crack in the bell looks like two legs. So I just thought it was like a creature or something. Which it was stupid, but I was like 8, so I didn't see a bell. Nine more hours until NASCAR Full Speed comes out. Gosh, dang it.
Flap my flounders.
Oh god, there's chat messages. Jose Price, what does it mean call now? Hi.
What the hell is going on? Somebody gaming was also watching.
I don't know,
Whoa.
Pony, maybe if you wanted to play some Heat online, but
Do you mean Heat 4 or Heat 6?
Heat 6, obviously.
How much you wanna... Wait, I can go on online. They renewed our subscriptions automatically.
Yeah. Or they just gave us some extra time. I hope they didn't renew our subscriptions, because then we can't do the whole thing with June. Because, I don't know about you, but I only have enough money for an extra month.
I have
Barely.
like another $50 I can spend on a PlayStation card.
I'm gonna make a lobby.
Ask your parents if they'll get you some money or something. I don't know. Like if they'll buy you something.
I think I might still have some leftover money from like my aunt, cause like the bass chord, or like not the guitar, the chord that I needed, it costed like $15. The PlayStation thing costed like $50, so that's still like an extra $30, like $25 that we have left.
Wow.
Should I have cottons on or off?
Is Pony gonna be in here?
Probably.
You're pulling my tail.
Oh yeah.
What did I just say?
Well, you said that in like the Adam short thing. I was like, pulling my tail. What?
You guys hear the teacher was pulling my tail?
Actually, I gotta change my car. I don't want to be Kyle Busch.
I'm gonna drive as Bowman just because.
Well, no, that's my car. You gotta be
Fine, I'll drive
Byron. I gotta be Bowman. In the Dexico, like, Clash race, at least for, like, the paint scheme kind of side of it, everybody's gonna be driving, like, a throwback to what their car looked like in, like, 2018 or 2019.
Well, it's a good thing you said that, because I was already doing them in Gen 6, you know.
Mm.
And it's gonna be like that every year. The Clash and the All-Star race are gonna be Gen 6.
I'm gonna be... Are you gonna be Byron?
I don't know, you tell me, scallywag.
Well, who are you gonna be?
It might be Kurt Busch. I don't know who I'm gonna be.
I was gonna be Kurt Busch.
I'll be Bubba Wallace then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the gear wrench car. The superior looking car. The nice
I
one.
don't even know if there are any Bubba cars that like I really like, because most of them are like the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they're all the same exact scheme with like slightly different colors.
Silicon Valley.
I might drive as someone else. I will do a Chevrolet just to make you happy.
Man. I'm gonna be sad for the next 3 months.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know. It's been 5 years since, like, the whole hers thing. It's like, oh. Sad.
Not that sad. You still have me.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I was like I had something to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm still picking out a car, by the way. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay. I've picked a car. Together we're Ty Dillon.
Yeah. I will cry.
Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Quit ya hooting and hollering and... No, naughty, naughty, naughty. I hear you glidering over there. Well, Alex, you don't
What?
sound like you've quit your hooting and hollering.
We can stop it when the race is over, or the race begins.
Wikipedia. I bet you read Wikipedia articles. I bet you read Wikipedia. I like the fiddling sauce. I bet you eat backstretch battles for breakfast. Oh god, my controller just turned green. Help! Help!
Help! Help!
Help!
Whoa.
I'm not ready, wait. My camera's broken again. I like how I didn't mean to do that. I like how I actually have, like, a perfectly good, like,
Oh,
controller
yeah.
literally right next to me right now. That works, too, because Jeff was using it.
You're in the Austin Dillon car. You're in the American car.
This is the Michigan car where he was doing good and then he wrecked.
This is the thing that I call the Alex. I'm gonna wait until the move actually work. Well, it obviously isn't gonna work because you have the momentum. I don't know how you have the momentum. We both didn't lift, so I guess you had a better exit. That's impossible. I guess you just drafted off of me. Whew! I almost spun on the apron.
I'm gonna hit the wall. Actually, no, I'm not. Oh, I almost.
I hit the wall. See, this is how I always get the short end of the stick. No.
I wanna put the Stitno up your ass.
Not even the stick.
Oh, I almost went out of the LB!
I almost spun out too. Okay, I can tell you almost spun out because your name is like perfectly clear now. You're releasing your McDonald's senses from the back of your car like that one commercial.
Alex, you have a kid. Raise him to talk like an actual person.
Yeah, I will.
And don't let him be an iPad kid. I don't want the word Riz to come out of that kid's mouth.
Well, I feel like it will be, but in like he'll be making fun because he's like the new generation.
As long as he's not actually saying it.
Okay, here's the only good thing about like Gen Alpha is that like it's ending this year, so there's gonna be a new alpha or a new generation. So we're not gonna be responsible for Gen Alpha at least.
Well, yeah, but let's hope the next generation's not gonna be worse.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the people, since we like have experience with like how bad iPads can be and stuff, we'll like know.
Slang nowadays is ridiculous. It's bad. Now.
We gotta revert back to the old days of hickory doo and doodle dumps.
Well, no, cause it's like
fresh.
Like it's like it's unnecessary at this point. Cause slang is like it's not. There's not supposed to be slang for every word in the dictionary.
Well, it's like when the slang gets like overused and it's bad. Cause like that all came from charisma. It's just a shortened version of that, and then people started using it for stuff that it doesn't mean. It's like
no, if you're close to a person of the opposite gender, it's like if I go sit next to somebody on the bus, you know, someone's gonna upload it to TikTok and say Riz. But like, there's no other seats on the bus. I'm sitting down. I'm falling out of my seat because people never like to scoot over. They have to take that stupid ass, hard ass right turn that I call the right turn from hell. Well, I've fallen out of my seat a few times. You know why? Because people don't scoot over, and I'm sitting on the right side of the bus. When the bus turns and it almost flips itself over.
Oh, I hate it when they don't give you space, and it's like one side
it's like
is
that
on the
every
seat.
single day in the morning, literally every day.
So I always choose the open seats, but like for your case, it's never like that.
Yeah. There's only open seats in the afternoon. You wrecked, didn't you?
Yeah. I kept it off the wall, I guess.
You're still second.
Not anymore.
Just be proud of. You got nothing to be proud of. I'm sorry to tell you. At least I'm gonna hit the wall. Never mind. My car's too loose to hit the wall.
I mean, game is game, though.
It was a fun party while it lasted.
Nah. Game is perfectly fine.
I'm gonna spin out on purpose.
Ooh, yeah.
I just spawn on purpose. Oh god, stop spinning.
Oh god, BJ McLeod just spun in front of me. Why is everybody spinning? I'm gonna hit him, no! BJ McLeod, no!
I think he was trying to copy me. Because I literally did that exact same thing. I spawned on the apron in turn 3.
He did it bro. Stop!
I caused it. Here,
Now I'm gonna have to
let me
pit for
try it again.
damage.
Let me try it again.
Now, okay, at least I'm in second now, so it's not gonna affect me. Brendan Gaughan's just gonna go up and start having the worst crash ever.
There's a big blob in the back. And I've seen bigger blobs.
Whoa.
I'm not talking about Jaden this time.
Whoa.
Or any people, for that matter.
Yeah.
What my spotter say? You gotta be hurting on fuel.
Hurting on fuel, yeah.
You gotta be hurting on fuel.
You're running on fumes.
The sticky stuff is coming out. Or a spotter, I just say all that stupid stuff.
One of the popular kids was sitting next to me, and he was watching videos about cars and how to do burnouts in automatic cars.
Forget about your stupid ass automatic cars.
Here's the thing: the people at my school that like actually like cars, they only like the drifting kind of cars, or like all that kind of
change.
stuff.
That's a bad idea.
Can't change what?
I was gonna say I couldn't change my option because I was pressing the wrong click. What did I just say?
Pressing the wrong
thing.
click.
Like the wrong set of buttons. No. Not gonna happen.
No.
With an N at the beginning. Hey, Austin Dillon's in the lead and Austin Dillon's in 35th. Even though I'm a Dillon. I'm not the Dillon. Ooh! Austin Dillon's probably gonna win this race.
Austin Dillon.
Austin Dill Pickle. It looks like his daddy did. Even though that was you, so I don't know. Why is everybody on pit road at the same time? Let's see how many positions I gained. 1, 2, 4, 100, 30, trillion, bajillion. I gained 20 spots. Why do I feel like an AI is going to win this race? Maybe it's just because the pit strategy feels a little bit more spread apart right now. But I'm 15th right now, about to pass a few cars.
I'm 16th right now, about to pass a few cars.
Yeah, I'm 6th now.
Yeah, I'm 7th now.
And AI is going to win the race. Literally's going to win the race. He's too far ahead. I'm coming onto the back stretch now. He's on the front stretch.
You know he's pitting.
Well, you can kiss my bottom, because I didn't know. Crevice of my rump, Alex.
Ryan, new man, get it? Because I'm a new man. Ha 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 ha.
What's he Ryan, old man now? He's 40.
You're large and in charge.
I still don't understand why she had to say that on television. Yeah, Jimmy, I know you know how to be large and in charge. Like,
large
no, don't say
in charge.
that doesn't rub the right way with the fans. Especially not with the fans.
Not the fans.
Those fans are nothing but a bunch of scally papples. No, not Ryan Truex. What are you doing not in second?
The AI is okay. Here's my excuse. My left front is at 24% because I didn't take
Why?
left sides. I took
Why
right
didn't you
sides
take left sides?
because I
Even
wanted.
I took left side.
Okay, because I wanted to be risky. My car is like, well, my engine's blowing up,
I'm
so that
sure
might
it
be the
is,
factor.
Alex.
That might be the reason my engine's blowing up.
Because you seem to not know how to make good decisions
Okay,
during
it was
race
all or
weekend.
nothing. Okay, I was
No,
gonna
it
finish
wasn't.
bad
It was
anyways.
nothing or nothing at all. Stop eating ice. Bro. I know some people have, like, fetishes for that kind of stuff.
Bah!
I'm not one of them. No son of mine's gonna be chewing on glass. You're a mouse. Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is the full-time NASCAR Cup Series monster driver. Number 1 Monster Energy Cup, NASCAR Monster Cup, Energy Run Cup, Truck Series, Energy Monster Cup, Monster Energy Cup Series, number 1 team, number 1 car, and the number 1, who averages 1 win per year. Even his only win, he didn't race in the year before went into 2021 without a win, but he won in Atlanta. Last ever Atlanta winner, on the real Atlanta. Not any of this super poised speedway bullcrap that they're trying to promote to you, to Hardy Boy fans nowadays. The fans nowadays, they're just not blowing enough air onto the racetrack. You gotta go buy a second-hand fans nowadays. You can't trust the ones they give you. Also, this car is gonna fit in well with the racetrack. I'm talking about American flag images. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start calling you Big Smokey. And I just started laying into him. You swing the bat like a golden girl. With your Beetleborg loving, football kicking ass. Get ready. There you go. There should be a green flag.
Does the gear wrench car count as a patriotic car?
It's the car he runs during this race.
Same thing. Whoa! Dang it, Bobby.
You mean like that one guy who drove that 1970s car? Or are you talking about that one guy that drove the 1990s all the way up to 2015?
This car's way too loose. It's way too loose. Gah!
Don't look now, we're 3 wide.
I was watching a 2022 Charlotte race. That race felt like really nostalgic. It was the cars. I really like Larson's patriotic car.
He drove the same one this year, even at Kansas, not even that long ago.
Well, it was in the lights. It looked good. Or like the.
What you mean under the light? Didn't he crash that car this year? Yeah.
He did.
When he...
Stop! You're lagging in everybody, and you're crashing.
I got wrecked by Chase, whoever's in second.
Yeah, Chase. Who's ever in second wrecked you.
I'm in 40th, I'm gonna just quit.
No!
Well, I'm at least gonna sit here and cause disruption.
You can still be in the race. The AIs are all on the worst pit strategy.
I'm 16 seconds back. You can see me on the map. Don't look twice. It's alright. Ignore the... Just ignore me. I accidentally left the game. I didn't leave the lobby. Okay, there might be a little disturbance on the backstretch, but it's nothing
A
serious.
little disturbance. There's a huge blob on the backstretch. There's gonna be
It's
a
not a
caution,
big
even though there's no
deal.
cautions.
I just got Ryan Truex and Martin Truex, and I'm invisible, but the AIs are still hitting me somehow. Yeah, but it's not that big
Oh
that big
god.
of a deal.
Oh.
You're overreacting.
Well, Kyle Larson was flipping. What do you mean I'm overreacting?
Now you're definitely overreacting. I didn't know Kyle Larson was into gymnastics. Oh.
You should... We should do like that thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'm kicking what you're flipping.
You...
Together we're kick flip. Well, are you gonna finish, or are you just gonna sit there like a Barbie doll?
Oh, well... Yeah, I think we should do like a live recording, even though we always do this, but... Like a cookies and milk thing, but this time you're playing the guitar and I'm just gonna play bass, but it's on acoustic guitar, but it's the same thing. Kind of.
Live will never work out, because even if we do get it at the right time, there'll be a delay.
Okay, that's not, I just want to do it for fun.
I don't even know what a guitar is, Alex.
Oh no, you do.
Exactly, I don't. Thanks for pointing that out for me, pal. I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Clamp-on Taka. Dude.
Huh.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
I don't know.
What do you think hell's like? Are you planning on finding out someday?
No, but I bet it's fiery.
Well, by modern slang, that means it's good.
I bet it's torturous.
You know, you and your comrades who love to just use slang all willy-nilly, like Willie Nelson. You don't even know who that is, because you kids nowadays like to listen to rap. I don't like rap. Probably
Why
made
not?
that pretty clear. What do you mean, why not? I just don't like it. I don't like the sound of it.
Yeah, I don't either. Well, I listen to it sometimes, but I'm not like one of those people who like, dude, I was like showing what I was
People
listening
in my
to.
school only listen to rap.
I was listening
Like
to
it,
like, I was like listening to like music in class. So I was like, hey, what you listening to? What artist is that? It's not rap. You're not listening to rap. What? You actually don't listen? He was flabbergasted that I didn't listen to rap. I'm like, there's different genres of music, bro.
yeah.
And like even like the rap music that I do listen to, they listen to, it's like terrible. It's not even like the good rap music they listen to. Like I don't even know what his name was.
I'm gonna call him, French and Indian War.
Come on, let's
Or
go.
just call him FIW. Or FDR. Call him that. Franklin D. Roosevelt. AKA Mustard and Honey.
We could be here all day.
Yeah, mustard and honey's good. Mustard. When was the last time you had mustard? When was the last time you had honey? When was the last time you had both? I bet you've never had both at once. Unless you're talking about yucky honey mustard. That doesn't count.
Come on.
What? What?
Listen.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know what this means, right?
It means you're strumming on your guitar without actually playing it.
No.
It
What
means
song
you're
begins with
enforcing it.
this?
There's a lot of songs that begin with that. If you want to go back to the very beginning of time, when songs would start with sticks scraping against,
No.
railings.
I mean songs that we made.
We've never made a song.
Cookies and milk, right?
If you want to look at it that way, then I guess, but
Come on, get your guitar out.
no, I don't feel like it.
Fine, I'll keep doing this.
Go right ahead. Zen, my brother. Zen. Ha! Sherlock Holmes. It's a pity.
5,
4.
3, 2, and 1.
Uno.
And that's the whole song. Thank you all for listening.
That's what we should do for our first concert.
Yeah.
Ouch. Alexander sent a photo 31 minutes ago. It's Pennsylvania's oil.
As my fingers slide forever.
That song sucks. I'm gonna stop the stream. Scary videos that keep me up at night. Wow.
Dude,
Frick.
what's the chords to It's Been a While? Or did you like
I
not
don't
know? Yeah.
I've told you what the chords are.
Well, I forgot.
Of course you did.
Well, tell me.
Of course you did.
No, tell me.
I forgot too, Alex. It starts with a G, and then it goes to a C without one of the strings, and then it goes to a B something, and then it goes to this chord that I made up. What is it now? I said it starts with a G, Alex, not a D.
I'm not playing the song. Okay, fine. And then what?
C.
I don't know what a C.
Move the G chord over one.
Oh.
No,
Oh
not
wait,
like
this?
that.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, there's. Oh, yeah. And then
It's a B something, I don't know.
a B something.
020202, I guess. I need to go get a guitar so I can remember the rest of it. Mr. Khan. Jovi! Ah, that's a good joke! Ah. I'm using my, my fake Les Paul. Oh yeah! Remember when my Epiphone got the input jack stuck inside of it?
Yeah.
That happened again, but to the Les Paul, so there's no way to get it back. I don't even know how it happened. Like, I'm playing center field, but you've never played baseball.
Digga 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 love tonight. Cause I'm a real speed racer, cause I can get you know you alright. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, drop for you.
Mr. Krabs!
What, Sponge Boy?
Sponge. Boy me
Sponge me
Bob.
Bob. Sponge Boy
Did
me
you say
Bob.
sponge me Bob?
Yeah, Sponge me
Okay, I
Bob.
can sponge you. So you know what I'm saying? Even though you don't, you're gonna think I'm talking about some weird stuff, but I'm
I'm
just
gonna
talking
learn a
about...
new song, even though it's gonna be hard. Well, maybe not, I don't know.
This car was found in bear country. Honey.
Think he's gonna. Where's Blue Lips guitar tutorial? The first strings will be barred by the pointer finger.
Boring.